There's a kind of quiet magic in coming home after being away. Not just physically, though there's something deeply comforting about the smell of your own bed linen or the creak of that one floorboard that always knows you're back. I mean soulfully, coming back to the self, to your roots, to the hearth fire of who you truly are after a long stretch of being lost, wandering, or surviving. We live in a world that glorifies the journey out, the hustle, the travel, the expansion, the wild chase for meaning out there. We're taught to go, to achieve, to prove. And yes, sometimes that journey is necessary. Sometimes we must leave to understand what we carry. We need the storm to remember the shelter. But just as sacred, if not more so, is the journey back, the coming home. Coming home might look like leaving a toxic job. It might sound like saying, no, that's not for me anymore. It might feel like tears rolling down your cheeks when you finally sit still after running on empty for too long. To come home is to drop the mask, release the performance, and return to a space where your breath deepens and your soul whispers, there you are, I missed you. It's powerful because it's often the moment we reclaim ourselves. You might have wandered far into roles that were never meant for you. You might have lost yourself in love, in grief, in survival. But there's always a thread, even if faint, that leads you back. Back to your true name. Back to your rhythms, your values, your softness, your fire. Back to the inner altar where your wild, earthy, divine self waits patiently with open arms. In pagan and witchy traditions, the act of returning is a sacred rite. We return to the earth each season. We return to the dark in winter, to the light in spring. We return to ourselves through ritual, breath, tears, movement, stillness. Coming home doesn't always look like rest. Sometimes it's uncomfortable. Sometimes it means facing the parts we abandoned while trying to be acceptable, successful, or loved. But it's always healing, always holy. So if you feel far from yourself right now, if you've been out there in the world, wearing the brave face, ticking the boxes, doing what you thought was expected, come home. Light a candle. Take a slow walk under the trees. Speak your truth out loud in the mirror. Hold your own hand. Coming home isn't a one-time act. It's a sacred return we make again and again. And each time we gather more of ourselves, more truth, more clarity, more peace. Because the real power doesn't come from the distance we travel. It comes from how fully we can return. Back to the breath, back to the bones, back to the truth of who we are when no one is watching. Welcome home.